In today's world, there are so many distractions left and right, both on social media and real life. We all have things going on in life that really distract us from sometimes doing our work. And this is especially true with creatives. And I know for myself, it takes a really long time to sit down for work and get into that creative flow state. In this video, I'm going to cover 5 productivity tips to help you stay on task and get work done. Tip number 1 is set clear goals and deadlines. Now this may sound simple, but if you're anything like me, if I have a project and the due date isn't for 2 months, I'm not working on that project until 1 or 2 weeks prior to that deadline. So what I like to do is set artificial deadlines. If I get a project shot and the edit is due in a month, I'll set a deadline for 2 weeks out that I want my first edit to be done, and that's something that I send off to the client so they can review it. If I ever have a video with a lot of interviews in it, what I'll do is create a first rough cut of just the interviews with no B-roll. I'll build out the structure of the video and I'll send it to the client early with the expectation that this is rough and I just want to get their general thoughts on how the video is looking before I start adding in all that B-roll. And I found this to help me so much because instead of having to create a finished video to send off to a client, I only have to make a half-finished video. So the goalpost of the amount of work I have to do is much less, which makes that sooner deadline much easier to achieve. Using this method, it helps me move projects along a lot quicker, and at the end of the day, I can get more work done. Tip number 2 is to optimize your workspace. The place where you're sitting down to work is more important than we realize. This is an area that you want to foster creativity and inspire you to want to be there in the first place. If you don't want to be somewhere to begin with, how are you ever going to find the creativity to get work done? So whether you have a work from home setup or an office that you travel to, put a little bit of time and energy into making it your own and making it a place that you want to work at and want to be at. Whether that's lighting, candles, artwork, desk accessories, that's up to you. But make it your own, make it a place that you can't wait to get back to, and that will jumpstart your creativity in the morning or whenever you sit down to get work done. Tip number 3 is to eliminate distractions, specifically this guy. Your phone is typically the biggest time suck in your office. You might pick up your phone just to check a text message, but the moment you start seeing those other notifications, you get sucked into those different apps, and there goes 10-15 minutes of your workday that should have been productive. So I'm an iPhone user, and on iOS, there's a feature called focus modes. You can create a focus mode for sleep, work, the gym, whatever you want. You can select which apps you do and don't want to get notifications from. So for example, you can create a work focus mode and disable all notifications from social media apps, while still allowing notifications from things like email or Slack messages. You can also customize which contacts can message you while in this focus mode. But what if I told you there was an even better way to remove your phone from your office? It's called leave it in the other room. I do this all the time, and it helps me focus on my work and get shit done. Tip number 4 is to embrace breaks. It is good and healthy to step away from the computer, and take breaks. I would recommend not just scrolling on your phone because we spend so much time during the day staring at our computer screens, and your phone is not any better. So I would encourage you to find something to do outside of your work that can help you step away from the work and focus on other things. That could be playing an instrument, going for a walk, doing a short workout, cooking some food. It could be anything, but I would encourage you to find something that you can take frequent breaks away from your work and regain that mindfulness. Tip number 5 is to collaborate and seek feedback. In our line of work, things can get quite lonely, and that stifles creativity. To counter that, lately I've been engaging with other creatives, whether it be on social media or locally. It's great to hear what other people have to say about your work, and you could even provide feedback to them if they ask for it. I would just really encourage you to find a group of creatives, locally or online, that you can share content with and bounce ideas off of and get re-inspired again, because nothing inspires me more than seeing the work that other people are doing or hearing about the cool new things that they're doing. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. It really helps the channel out, and I love being able to share all this content with you. If you have any questions or any additional tips, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. So those are just 5 tips to enhance your productivity as a creative. But I'm curious, what are some things that keeps you productive? Drop them down in the comments below. I'd love to see. So that's it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on future content. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.